It's God. Stop doing this to people. Because the ones that you have injured can even be the ones that are going to help you. If Mrs. Kennedy comes out of this, I know that this is going to be traumatic. She's going to look at the Zambian society different. And you people can say, oh, it's not all Zambian people. Sorry, my Zambian people. How many of you are celebrating on the pages while this woman is going through it? It is 80% of Zambian people. And the thing I don't like about you people is that you live in that darkness of wickedness, but when somebody calls you out, it's not the whole Zambia. The spirit that governs in the nation shows and reveals itself in the character, ways, and the hearts of its people. So you can't lie to me. You people, your ways have been shown. It's just that Zambian people, you have not catch up. I have foreigner friends from South Africa who tell me, you know, hey, you with Zambians, the problem is that you people are so good to other people, but you're not good to your own people. But anyway, it benefits me way well because that one, my own South African friends tell me that. And I tell them, I said, when I said this as a Zambian, they'll tell you that you have insulted them. And they're hypocrites. In fact, let's call them hypocritolists. When you put them in the place where the Lord has said you should put them, they go come up. You insult. You are too bitter. That's why the God of Abraham said, Vareke, bashare palirecho waba bitter. Ulebo mbela lesa. Pale ule puisha. Elepo beka shwatina lesa. Tati mwifia bupua. Did I speak the Bible? Well. Praise the Lord. Do what is right. You want which nation? Which nation? People know us. That's why for me, I don't enter in a boardroom and in a place where people know Zambian people very well. And I want to be defensive. Where? People know you. They say the nation, you know what type of people they are and what type of spirit governs a nation through the manifestation, character, and heart of the people living in it. What is in the hearts of Zambian people? Zambian people, you like to see other people down. And that's why you always be a gutter people. You like the gutter, you will eat from the gutter. And from the trench courts of the pit of hell, there you will find your rest. Zambian people, you like to see other people down. If somebody is doing good, you will not even join. You think that's why I don't take part in the trending matters of Zambian people online. Zambian people, if your maps, the way the funeral of Dandy Crazy went, if your maps, they give him money back. You see how many Zambian people were celebrating? Give your maps money back. And if your maps, if really somebody took money and gave it back to you, ngaulina nzeru brother wanga, iyo ndalama osa ikana mnyumba mwako, iyo ndalama osa ikana mixing anything in your life, iyo ndalama nkutenga kwendo gulira wana banshiwa, wana bakuti bali clean, wana babeni, wana banshiwa. You know why I say wana banshiwa? Because orphans are for God, and anybody who takes care of the orphans, now Jesus go reward you. The reason why you're supposed to give it to the orphans, that money never came with peace and love. If any Zambian gave you money, repaying you back for the funeral, my brother, all they gave you was unfit. You should have never received that money. If you received money in your account and you thought, they have paid me back, let me take it. Brother Waga, this message is for you. Ijandalama, the exact amount they gave you. Nikuishta separate. Nikwendo pasawa na wanshiwa. So unfiti wao ugwe. Because what they did was buy you food for a funeral. Who refunds money after a funeral? Even when they are pissed. And your Zambians call yourself better people than me. You're better than me. You have more manners and more caliber than me. And all of this is coming out of my mouth, says the God of Abraham. You raised money as a nation and you were excited. I hope you never took that money, young brother. So wanakupasa ndalamu. Wanakupasa maliro. Because the family of that crazy would never pay you money back. Because that widow, she's got greater things she's suffering from. She just lost her husband. And as a nation, they should have actually gave her time to rest and enjoy her husband's death in peace. No, they look for trouble left and right center. And you responded because that's what Zambian people don't like. You can take a whole bunch of nonsense from them your whole life. That one response you make, they will drag you from here to hell where their father and their mother Satan come from. That's what they will do. So they found an opportunity to drag you. But that was also an opportunity to sow a seed of deep witchcraft in your life. If people raised money together for real, the things that we are seeing here online, if somebody really raised money and they gave it to you or sent it to your account, that money you should have never touched it or received it or used it. You take it, you give it to the orphans. So every evil spoken word they have spoken over that money, giving it back, because they were never giving you money back just like that. Everybody was speaking whatever they wanted to speak. And then they give you that money, Brother Wang. So that money is better off for the orphans. You know why the orphans? Vana vanshiwa and vana va Yesu. Kulibyanga zumbe vana vanshiwa. In fact, inga uzumba vana vanshiwa. If you used to bother orphans in your life before as a teenager, you are grown now. Some of us don't even have children. Some of us are not even yet married. Some of us are dry desert for the rest of our lives. You played with Jesus. My mother lent me something. Don't play with orphans. Orphans belong to Jesus, especially full orphans. No mama, no papa. They are walking out here alone. That money they sent you should have gone to town, your maps. Look for a bunch of street kids. Maybe 3 of them. Bless them with a small businesses. So that in the righteous act that you do, no wickedness, witchcraft, or heap of cases will befall you and kiddies. But if you ate that money, Eros jandrama zonadi, swala kugulire ndana, wana kupasa maliro. Because who else in this life goes to a funeral home, eats, and then they hear somebody was saying that they bought food and they raise money to give the money back? That is the biggest form of witchcraft. That's why when people say this auntie from UK is a woman of God, is she not the one who said, I'm going to bring some people? We raise, the God I save will not even allow it. We raise money to give you back. When people die and when somebody is born, there are 2 sentiment commitments and statement of life that only God can judge and predict. Nobody else can do anything. And those of you who are saying we give it, this is not the first time. It's not the first. We are family members. We are at funerals. Nivangati when my family is mwatu, where your uncle is the baller, the rich one. They came to your poor house and they bought food at the funeral. And they were speaking rubbish and nasty even more than your maps. Your map said he bought Shima at the funeral, which I rebuke him and I blame him. That was very childish. Sometimes you and I were your map brother Wanga. Team of Nati could support it could tandize. But the problem, brother Wanga, now almost such a bemungandi mkazi vintu vina. Unikusta rebuke ukule mzee was a kile mundaza kutanza wisdom because na childish manners. So because unaruvyanya wao na satana. Ija time wendo panga life. Kungo kama satana lenga mlomo wa muvinga wrong. Wendo kama tuwagula sima. Ni mselani hoja. And if you do something like that, you keep quiet. Iwe yo mapsi. Ise wonse mazambi ya stika stagada leo. Tikamba tina gula ma ticket. Mwatuzi wakutina ise la aposto tina tumandrama ya ticket kuliyo. Mwatuzi wakutina ise mazambi ya stina tuma wanta across the world wagule ma ticket. Muna sta receiving darama zingati na kandeni. It was the love of different people. And that same love was pierced when you talk about it. Nsima mumanda. Iwa pani wenzolira tienti zuje stadium. Teze na kusapota wonse. Wakula nsima unaruvyanya na iwe. Ija yuka maya nsima unaruvyanya nifuna kuzile poti nifuna kusupport and vazi vija. And real men don't talk about where their money is going, where they are spending. That's a Pusito bitch move. You hear me, my brother? That's a Pusito bitch move, period. That's a masturbation period move. A man don't move like that. For that, you should apologize. And you know why you need to make an official apology online here? For the sake of the wife of Dandy Crazy. Because Dandy Crazy was not poor. And most of all, he was a fellow musician, a man and brother like you. And look, the people who are talking rubbish, who ate your shima, the fools, who are talking rubbish, they are probably 4 or 5 people, my brother. But the words that you uttered, they affected even the wife of the late. They injured even people who love you. So on that place as a man, you have to take responsibility. Apologize to the wife of Dandy Crazy for making that comment. Because no matter what, whether you eat shima or not, that woman lost her husband children lost their father. It will not bring back somebody from the dead that one you were wrong. And the devil knew how to gloat over you. He used a word, only one word. Nsima pamalindo. They will use it against you. And those that are wicked, who are waiting to manifest in wickedness for you. You saw what happened. Eh? You saw what happened. You spoke something that was wrong. You put your foot in your mouth. Because you allowed pride to take over you. And that's the thing that you and your manager need to learn. Me, after helping out for that concert to buy tickets, I told myself to God, I said, Father, even if today something has to come, I will help, but I will never try to get in contact with this young man again. You, your maps and Kandende, the tone you have on the phone is just hostile. Even the manager of Eben, manager of Adaide, manager of Benabo itself, will humble themselves because they know that their customers are important. But you, my brother, especially Ukakandi, is too angry. Ukamba na wantu suzo na wantu anukamba nabo. Tone. My Bible tells me that from the tone that David spoke, the tone, not the bigness, the tone that he spoke, it ushered grace for him and favor before men. Iwe na manager wako minatoni yo ipamandi. Ninapanga check phone call one time. The first transaction I sent, I was about to send the second one. After na to my phone, I just nami, and I'm not trying to show off. I was very disappointed. I was like, they are so hostile. He speaks to people like they are less. And for me, I had to laugh because as a musician, I've set the stage with people who are really blessed and great like that. Really, people that run a whole band. By the mercy and the grace of God, I know people that stand before kings and queens and they say, let's perform. These are people who are performing for fellow individuals, and then you treat people like that. And with that one, you need to work on one. People cannot be saying the same thing and it is wrong. There is always room for improvement to better yourself and be transformed. That's the only thing I can say about that one to you, Yoman. But the rest, you can't please the Zambian people. And if you answer them, they'll always come for you. And I will say it again, like I said to your wife. I said, that woman from UK leading tongues, if you don't attack her in prayer, she will never leave you people. She will play with you people. She will play with you people because the spirit in that woman, I find it flabbergasting that Zambian people cannot identify the spirit in that woman. Because that woman has been in every issue and problem of everybody. And that woman has been friends and broke up with each and everybody. She plays the whole Zambian people. And for me, it amazes me. How can a slow head like that one play all of you as a nation? Hunger, greediness, and poverty is a spirit from the pit of hell. Because you people, as long as somebody is giving you money, you are going to kill other people for the sake of enjoying. And that's why with people like me, I'm grateful to God that God teach her a lesson to learn. Because when she was hanging around that woman, a lot of people were injured. Not because they were friends, but because Millie was preview to know exactly what Liden Tams is capable of doing and the infliction of destruction and pain she can cause in people's lives, especially if you don't have a voice. Being one who went through it, she scattered my life. If people say, why am I still talking about Liden Tams? That's how traumatized I am, Zambian people. She disturbed my life. If not for Jesus giving me the strength to move on, that woman kicked me at my lowest. Me, when I was crying for discrimination here, to seek for justice so that the government will not get away with another black woman treated like a dog. That woman was online, imploring Zambian people to actually torment me, to actually discredit me. Even went to the level of looking for numbers to look for my former boss. To say Rachel Botha is mad. I come from Zambia. I know that woman very well. You think it's a joke? I am that traumatized. And that's why even with the things of Zambian people, I keep away. Because I'm also healing from my own. And I don't need any Zambian to tell me forget or forgive. I'm telling you the truth. I am healing and I've already forgiven. I forgave that woman. But I'll never stop speaking the truth. Because the stone she took, it turned my life upside down like nobody's business. People like Simon Mwansaleng were making videos of me where my husband and his friends, so calling me mad. You know when you see people writing posts of you, this woman, like you are dead. You people buried me. And you people as a people, you forgot what you did to me. It's the God of Abraham who had to walk with me in this pain. Rejection. Humiliation. Embarrassment. When you cry for George Floyd, me, your fellow Zambian, you told me you are a nigger, shut up. Remember those comments? So you really need to be you really need to go back to the truth. And then you always make it look so easy because it is one individual, it is one person. But let me ask this to all my Zambian people. How many Zambians are afraid of their fellow Zambians? And how many Zambians look at Zambia like, I expect people from other nations to hurt me, but not you? It's like somebody stabbed you in the neck and then you check. It is your brother. And then you are actually dying in shock like, are you not supposed to be my brother or sister? This is what you are doing to Mrs. Kennedy. And to a lot of women. I'm sorry, there is no place for me in my life for a side chick. I have no mercy and sympathy for non-repentant women. Women who decide to come and make a home on top of another person, another woman's head. It can't end well for you. Zambian women, you better love one another. Because your Zambian sisters are finding love in foreigners. They are afraid of you. And sister, those people, you might not need them. They might not need you. But you don't know if your daughters and the future where you are going. You will need a Zambian woman in your life. Because before you can reach a South African woman, a Zimbabwean woman, who is close to you the closest? Is it not a Zambian woman? Government, change your laws. If you're going to arrest that woman for beating the side chick, please arrest the husband for opening the door for the side chick to come in. Also arrest him because on TV, online here, we saw him slapping his wife's face. Is that not true? Eh? If Mr. Kennedy, Mrs. Kennedy is arrested, Mr. Kennedy needs to be next in the chunks. Because Mr. Kennedy brought all of this. And to men, my brothers, don't forget the wife of your youth. Don't forget the woman you have suffered with. God says wherever goodness has been shown to you, gratitude is a must. Oh yes, those are the righteous ways of God. We don't give to expect anything. But when somebody has given you love, show them kindness back. To you men who marry women, go through a lot of things with them. Build a whole business with her. And then allow another side chick and another woman to come and disgrace her like that. And you walk out, you leave your children. My brothers, have mercy. The reason why I say have mercy is not even for your wives and your children. It's for yourself. Come and ask any man who lived before, then and now. All of them who walked away from their families and their children. Come and ask where they are now. It didn't end well for them. It didn't end well for them.